Hi everyone, welcome back to Paisa Vasool. As always, I'm your host Shravan. We got Taran here with us.
Hello.
We're back after a little bit of a break, but I guess it's probably one of the biggest movies of the year. Since we reviewed Dhurandhar 1, it's become quite a phenomenon, and the hype for Dhurandhar 2 is huge. So we just walked out of Dhurandhar 2. Treat this more of a reaction than a review because we literally just walked out of the cinema, but we're still, I guess, digesting some of the details. So we're probably going to miss some of the intricacies in the movie, but otherwise, it's more of an immediate reaction after walking out. So Aditya directed it, obviously, same as
Yep.
first one. Ranveer Singh returns, and all the people that were in the first one, except Akshay Khanna, are in this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because if you've seen the first one, you'll know why Akshay Khanna's not in this one.
I guess we'll just jump straight into our thoughts on it. How do we feel walking straight out of the cinema? It is
Yeah,
the first one was long, but this is even longer.
4 hours long.
Yeah, 3 hours, 55 minutes. So what do you think of it?
Quite liked it in the end. I think probably in the first one, I think the first one is probably a better movie than this, but coming out of the first one, I just was very tired. I don't know if I was in the right headspace when I watched that movie. So
Yeah.
I was very tired coming out of it. This one, I was a bit more prepared going in, knew what was coming. So I quite enjoyed it, despite it having probably more flaws than the first movie has. I think overall it's quite enjoyable. The biggest flaw though is it is probably too long, and you do go in and out of the like some parts are amazing and keep you engaged for the whole part, but then because it's so long and trying to keep your attention, whenever there's a slight lull at any point, you do lose interest a little bit, especially in the second half. But overall, there's not that many lulls, so it does keep your attention. It's hard to keep someone's attention for 4 hours long, so I guess they've done a pretty good job at doing that.
I actually thought the second half, I was a little bit bored, not bored, but I was tuning out a little bit in the first half
Yeah.
because it starts off at a bit of a high, and then there is a little bit of a dip in sort of the first half after that initial probably 30 minutes. But then it picks up again, leading into the interval. And then I thought the second half was pretty well paced. Apart from maybe when you get to the end, there's like about
Yeah.
20 minutes after the actual climax of other stuff happening, which was fine. Like it was a good closure to the film. But
I thought it was going to end at the other part, but then it has another part after it.
yeah, and I think the first one we also did a review straight after we had watched it, but I think we watched it sort of later in the day. We watched the morning, like the earliest show we could find in the morning,
Yeah.
to watch this one. So even then, we're still recording like mid afternoon. So
Yeah.
it is if you're planning to watch this, just be aware that it's gonna take like half your day. It's getting to the cinema, trailers, intermission, add that all together, it is a half day
It's a long,
half
long
day
movie.
experience.
Some people will probably prefer watching it at home, maybe just so that they could, watch it chapter by chapter and not have to watch the whole thing at once. If your attention doesn't hold well, then this probably isn't one for the theater. It's probably one for home.
But I guess getting into the details of the film, I thought in the first one, if you watch our review of it, we both said that Akshay Khanna was obviously really good in it, but he was also kind of like the biggest highlight in that because he was the most menacing presence in the film. Um, that was kind of lacking in this one. I think this one didn't have like a central
A, a good
antagonist.
villain. Like it
Yeah,
has lots of villains, but none of them are as iconic as Akshay Khanna in the
yeah,
first
yeah.
one.
And like when you saw Akshay Khanna, like because of the stuff he does in the movie as well, like he's like
Mm.
a big threat and the real deal. In this, they do
It's
like
meant to be Arjun Rampal, I
I guess
think,
so. Yeah, I
but
guess it's meant to be Arjun Rampal, but he's not
he's not as good as Akshay Khanna.
as Akshay Khanna. He's still very good. But I thought Ranveer Singh was great in the first one, but he gets much more
He's better in this.
to play with in this one because there's a bit of backstory for him, and he's kind of throughout the film. So he was really good in this one. Again, like I said in our review, I haven't seen that many movies of Ranveer Singh. I think I've seen more of him on social media when he's just like himself in real life. So he's obviously he's obviously a very good actor because in real life he's completely different to this character. And there's more layers to his character in this one, so he did a really good job. Yeah, apart from him, I guess it is probably Arjun Rampal that gets the second.
Madhavan gets a bit more play in this than he does in
Madhavan.
the first movie.
Yeah. I thought the guy that was kind of like the deputy to Akshay Khanna's character.
Yeah.
Is Uzair? Is that his name?
Uzair is the guy that's Uzair is
Well, he was
Rahman
meant to
Decoy's
be.
brother.
Yeah, so he was meant to be the one that takes the throne.
He's kind of
He
sidelined
kind
pretty
of
early.
he's kind of missing in most of the movie.
Yeah.
Um,
Are you talking about SP Aslam's deputy? No.
no. Akshay Khanna's.
Akshay Khanna's deputy.
Yeah,
I think it's his brother.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought he would get a bit more play, and maybe he becomes more of the main villain, but
Not really.
Not really. He actually has kind of a tragic story if you look at it from his perspective.
Yeah.
And then Sanjay Dutt, again, they say he's a guest appearance, but he's
Full
clearly
length role.
not.
Yeah.
Clearly not a guest appearance. Like he's probably in it.
He's in it as much as most of the other
almost
characters.
as much as Arjun Rampal. So yeah, he's he was again pretty good in it. So all the performances are good. I think the main thing about these movies is like the atmosphere that they set up. Like it makes you feel like you're in another world. The Layari area and the way they show all of that continues again into this one. But there is a bit more.
They go out of Layari more than in the first one. It's just Layari, then you don't really leave that or like experience anything out of it.
Yeah.
But in this, there's a lot more outside of that as well.
Yeah, and there's stuff in India as well in this movie, much more. Again, the music was great.
I don't think the music was as good as the first one. The first one, the music is so good, but this one, it's good, but I think it's hard to beat that level of the first one. It's just
Yeah, it was.
I think they do that thing with the music too much in this movie, though, where the music's playing and then someone shuts something and then the music turns
Yeah, they
off.
do that two or three times.
It does it too much.
Yeah.
It was good at first couple of times, but I thought the action was a bit more hyper-realistic in this compared to the first one.
Yeah, the first one felt more realistic.
Yeah.
This one is probably, I would say it's more violent than the first one.
It's more violent, but more like hyper-realism violence as well. Like
Yeah. And there was the climax action sequence. It felt a bit. It was okay, but you could see where they used CGI. Like some of the explosions and stuff didn't look great.
Yeah.
And even the choreography, like there were parts where like it felt a bit like moving between shots. Like you felt like there was something missing. There was like a shot missing in between for some of them. There's a bit of like shaky cam stuff as well. Yeah.
But I do think the best action scene out of both the movies is the first scene in this movie.
Yeah.
So, I really thought that was quite good, where he just goes into this guy's house and kills a bunch of guys.
Yeah, it was brutal start to the movie.
Yeah.
I like the one is it in Layari where they just kill a bunch of guys in the first one? Like they take you through the streets and it's kind of like an ambush.
Good as well. Yeah.
That one was because you get a bit more like this one's in a house, whereas that one's like across the whole town, so you get a bit more in that. And that ends with Akshay Khanna like killing that guy. Yeah. But yeah, the action in this was. I don't think that the main attraction for either of these movies is the action. Like I think it's more it is a spy thriller, so I think it's more the suspense built and the drama that's built.
Yeah.
But
there was a lot more action in this one than the first one. Yeah. Yeah. A lot more.
But it's kind of montaged as well. Like a lot of the action is just like guys getting shot. Like, yeah.
It's
Um,
probably just the two really or three major action sequences that, yeah.
yeah. And the other thing I would say is like the timelines in this. I think they were a little bit clearer in the first one because they have a few more like this is the year this is happening. There was a point in this movie where like I lost track of what year this is meant to be, and there's like stuff in real life that happened that they show you, and I guess you're meant to like pinpoint back what
What,
time it would be based on the stuff that was happening. But I think by the end of the movie, it must be like
2015? No, it has to be
no
later. It
later
has
than
to be
that. Yeah, 2018
2017,
or something.
2018. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's certain things that happen in
Yeah.
2016 that happen like
Yeah.
in the middle of the movie. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah. So we won't give away any spoilers, but there was a couple of good twists in there. I think there was a twist right at the end. I was like, oh yeah, but like the crowd we were watching it with, like
They loved it. Yeah.
they were clapping and stuff when they saw that twist. I was like, it's a neat twist, but like, does it make sense? Like when I think about it, I guess it does, but like,
Maybe we have to go back and watch it
yeah,
again
like
to,
maybe we
yeah.
have to watch some of the detailing
Yeah.
around this character to see if that twist was well earned. Because for me, it wasn't that obvious that like when they're like, oh, okay, yeah, all right,
Yeah.
yeah,
People do say for a good twist in a movie, you got to be shocked by it, but they're also, if you go back and look at it, there's got to be hints for the twist to be, like if you went back and look for the hints, you can find them. Don't know if we went back and looked for any hints, if there is any hints on this.
yeah. There might be
There
like
might be though.
it seems like Aditya Dar does have an eye for detail, so there's
And
like small.
he was very, like there's no inconsistencies with characters, I guess.
No,
There's no inconsistencies in the plot.
yeah, there's
It's
nothing that
pretty
stands
well.
out that like feels like it shouldn't have happened or
No,
yeah,
there's no like plot conveniences or anything like that in general. Like some of it, like the only there's just general conveniences. Like whenever the hero shoots, he always shoots the guy, but whenever the
they
hero's
shoot at
getting
him.
shot,
Yeah,
he never gets shot.
yeah,
But that's just like in any
yeah,
movie, I guess. So I would say that's the only convenience that he uses.
yeah. So I liked it. Whether if you were to ask me which one was better, um,
I
it's
think the
hard
first one is
it's hard to
better.
say. I think like
The music's better in the first one.
yeah,
Akshay Khanna is amazing
is
in the first
still
one.
the best character in the series. I think.
Yeah.
But I guess you got to kind of think of them together as well because it is an immediate continuation. You get a lot more backstory for Ranveer Singh in this one, so it makes a bit more sense where he's come from. Um, so yeah,
But overall, I quite enjoyed it.
yeah,
It was good.
yeah, I really liked it as well. Probably the best movie we've seen in a while. I guess the best movie since we've seen since Durandhar one.
They're under one.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and obviously Toxic was meant to also come out this weekend, but they shifted out. Speculation as to why they shifted out. It's probably because this movie was coming out and the hype for this one was like way bigger than
Mm.
that of Toxic, but they gave other reasons why they did that. So yeah, we'll have to see how this goes in terms of box office because the first one did very well. And a lot of people are looking forward to this, so I think it'll do pretty well. It just surprises me that because if a movie like this came out in English, it wouldn't become like one of the highest grossing movies of all time just because it's so
No,
violent. Like not everyone's going to go watch this
it's
kind of movie.
Violet. It's long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, I'm just surprised at how much like how popular it has got. But I guess the sensitivity to violence is different in in India.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So again, I'll say it's not for everyone. Like don't take your like elderly parents to it. Like
No.
that's probably not a movie for them. But yeah,
It is
it's
slightly pro propaganda as well.
yeah, probably more than the
More
first
than the
one.
first one.
More than the
More
first.
less subtle than the first one, I
Yeah,
guess. Yeah.
it definitely has. Yeah, it pro government vibes throughout it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is, I guess, if it's not an issue if you like that stuff, but yeah, if
yeah,
you're sensitive to that, then you probably spot it a bit more easily in this one than the first one.
yeah, yeah. But otherwise, yeah, great cinematography. Like,
There's not much
what can we
bad
say?
about
Yeah,
it.
cinematography is top notch.
I think it's
Technical
probably
aspects is top
Ranveer
notch
Singh's best performance, like
ever.
ever. Yeah,
Yeah, well, like I said, I haven't seen all of his movies, but he was pretty exceptional in this one.
yeah.
I saw. Is she Aditya Dar's wife, Yami Gautam?
That's what it said at the start, didn't it?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
no, well, they said special thanks to Yami Gautam Dar. I don't
Yeah.
know if she's. You tell us. She might be his wife, or maybe
So
she
she
didn't
was
say.
in that little cameo in the
Yeah,
yeah,
which felt like
just a bit random.
yeah, because she's
Yeah,
just in that scene.
yeah. I thought she was going to come back again for something else, but
Yeah,
yeah,
is
yeah,
she Indian? Well, we're going to spoilers now.
yeah.
So if you haven't seen Dhurandhar 2, definitely go watch it. If
If you like the first one,
if you
you
like
should
the first
definitely
one,
watch
definitely
it.
go
Yeah,
watch it.
yeah.
If you don't like the first one, it's not going to change
You're
your
not going
mind
to
on
like
it.
this one. Yeah.
Yeah. So is she
I
Indian?
think she's a spy. Yeah. She's another spy.
Must be,
Yeah.
or she's just
Because
yeah,
yeah, I think she's just another spy. Yeah.
yeah, or she just helped him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was Rizwan a spy?
He was, because he's the guy that he fights in the pit.
Oh, was that him?
That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
So yeah, they're both spies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where I thought there'd be a bit more tension is when his wife finds out that he's Indian. She's kind of okay with it, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, she's
Yeah.
not okay with
Yeah.
it, but she's like willing to live with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To a certain extent. Yeah.
yeah. But
Also, the first scene with Ramon Dakot's wife in both movies is her slapping a guy.
oh yeah, she slaps
She slaps Ramon Dakot
in
in
the
the
first
first one,
one.
and then in
Yeah,
this one she slaps Hamza.
yeah.
Then she doesn't come
Why
back
does
up
she slap him? Because she thinks that
because he was meant to
he's
protect him.
yeah.
He was meant to protect him, I think. Yeah.
I guess yeah.
Yeah.
Or does she suspect him? But yeah,
No, I don't think so.
you'd
Yeah.
think that he'd be suspected like
More
earlier
earlier
than he
than he
was.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
like all these people are dying, but he seems to be doing fine, and he also doesn't seem to be overly concerned about it. So I thought
Yeah.
like they would have caught on to that a bit earlier, but
But yeah,
yeah,
they don't catch on to it until quite late.
yeah, I guess he did a very good job of convincing them.
Yeah. And I guess if we
Mm.
think about it, it's over what, like
10
15
years.
years or
Yeah,
something. So at that point, he's probably so ingrained in the system that they wouldn't suspect him because he's just like, why would you? Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. He's not a new guy to suspect. He's been there for forever.
yeah. That's right. And I thought they sort of do explore this because he kind of has to. The movie starts with him, his actual family, or like where he came from, and then he essentially like I guess it's a metaphor, but they physically show him burning photos of his past life.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the movie, he's burning photos of his life in Pakistan. So he's kind of like
Yeah.
going full circle. I thought he'd get to a point because they don't really tell you how often he has connection with the guys in India. So like, surely you'd get to a point where if you haven't heard from them for a while, like you start questioning what you're doing.
Your loyalties.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
maybe you're doing such a convincing job of acting in that role that you start almost becoming that person. But
Yeah. He never wavers.
yeah,
Yeah.
despite the number of years that he's doing that for, there was a couple of unrealistic elements to this. Just a couple, because if you are a spy, I don't think you're going to be doing video calls with especially when you're about to kill one of the terrorists.
Yeah. Yeah.
That felt like a little too far.
That's when the hyper-realism stuff. Yeah, I don't think you would be able to call anyone
yeah,
because
it does
it would
come
be
up as an
traced.
unknown number, but
Yeah.
like still,
It
like
would be traced still, wouldn't it? Yeah.
like surely his phone is being monitored and stuff. So the fact that he calls what's his name, Madhavan's
Madhavan's. Yeah.
character when he's
Yeah.
about to kill one of the terrorists, who was the terrorist at the start
He
of
was
the
the
first
very
one.
start of the first one. Yeah.
Yeah. That felt a little too far, but yeah. Otherwise, it's good.
Yeah, for the most part, you kind of the little nitpicky stuff you can get past because it's
Yeah.
yeah. it's you can get past that stuff when the overall movie is good, and
Yeah.
logic-wise, it does mostly make sense.
Yeah.
Mostly, yeah.
And I spoke to someone, I think this is something we brought up in the first review, but whether they speak Urdu when they're in Pakistan or not. Apparently they're very similar languages, Hindi and Urdu. There's only
Not much.
some changes, but apparently they do speak, like Arjun Rampal basically speaks Urdu because he's in Pakistan, but then Ranveer Singh changes as he, like, depending on who he's talking to. Yeah.
Nice. Very complex.
There's detail. Yeah, which obviously we, not knowing the languages, we wouldn't be able to immediately appreciate. But yeah, I think that's the thing. Like both of these movies, you can see that there's an attention to detail, which lacks in
lots of other movies.
Most movies. So he's obviously put a lot of effort and thought into how he's constructed, and
even the way people
together.
dress and like the technology they use and that kind of stuff. There's a bit more attention to it.
Yeah.
Because it's actually era appropriate most of the time.
Right. And it spans over 20 years or so, and you can see like the evolution,
the progression
in tech. Because like in the first movie, they're mostly using like flip phones and stuff, and then in this one, they're using smartphones.
Yeah.
So you can see that detail there. The only thing I would say is like Madhavan's character, he didn't seem to age that much. He looked almost the same as he did in
a bit more white hair, I think.
Maybe
a bit more white hair.
Maybe it's subtle.
Do you know who ages more? It's his assistant guy. His assistant ages a lot more.
Maybe he's stressed out more.
Yeah.
Whereas Madhavan's, I guess he delegates more than does stuff. That was Whereas everyone else, they seem to, like Ranveer Singh, you can see how much he ages because they show him when he's in India and he's younger, and then at the end of the movie he looks a lot different. Yeah. And I guess it's open to interpretation whether he decides to go back home or he decides to not
leave. Yeah.
There was something at the end, like there was something I don't know what it said. Like it said something at the end. I don't know what it means.
Okay.
You guys can tell us what that last. So when they focus on his face and it turns to black, there was
something that it said.
A text that came.
I thought it said Dhurandhar the Revenge.
No, it said something before because Dhurandhar the Revenge I think came after the titles, but I guess it's like I think he probably just leaves them because I think he sees what you see in that final scene is he sees that his mum is happy and his sister is happy and they're kind of leading their own life. Like if he goes back into that, they'll probably start remembering all the other stuff that's happened, and he might have to explain where he's been all this time, which he probably doesn't want to. So I think maybe he'll be happy just to knowing that they're happy. He'll leave it. He'll lead his own life. Is my interpretation of it, but you guys let us know what you think. Let's see if there's a better movie than this year. My hopes aren't high. I think this is going to be the best one.
Ramayana.
Yeah, that could, if it's executed well.
Yeah.
The problem with that is like everyone knows the source material for that, so they have to do it really well.
Yeah.
Or else it can backfire on them, like Adipurush. But yeah, that could be good. That could be the next one. That's quite good. All right. Well, let us know your thoughts on Dhurandhar 2. I don't think there's too much more we can say about this one. Recommend it if you like the first one.
Yeah.
If people want to get in touch with us and tell us their thoughts on Dhurandhar 2, The Revenge, how they go about it.
We're on all platforms at Cognitive Recalibration. Actually, we're at Paisa Vasool, aren't we? Yeah. We're on all platforms at Paisa Vasool, and you can email us at cognitiverecalibrationpodcast@gmail.com.
Yes. So do give us a subscribe if you like this review. We got a bit of, I wouldn't say hate, but like people weren't too happy with our first review of Dhurandhar. Some people, even though we liked it, I think we just weren't praising it as much as others, maybe. But let us know your thoughts on this one.
Yeah.
Maybe we
praised it too much this time.
Yeah, or maybe, I don't know, maybe not enough.
Yeah.
So next we'll be talking about another release. I guess Toxic must have moved out because this movie, not Dhurandhar 2, the one we're about to review, came out because they realized, we can't clash with that movie. Like Dhurandhar we can clash with, but that one we can't clash. So stay tuned for that one. You might have guessed what it is already. And I guess we'll see you in that one.
We'll see you in the next one.